Hello guys, it's Butterfly Spirit, aka Michelle, and I am back for another video. I did a video called Why I Started Meditating, okay? And so now what I'm going to do is tell you what happened once I started meditating, okay? So, um let's see, where do I begin? So, if you haven't watched the video about why I started meditating, I recommend that you definitely check that out. So, when I started meditating, I was dealing with the fact that Donald Trump became the president of the United States, and that, you know, people who said they were going to do hurtful things and stuff like that was very likely, and it was starting to happen and stuff like that, or whatever. And so I wasn't very happy about the fact that he was elected. I would have rather that Hillary Clinton was elected and stuff. So I was dealing with the anxiety of the fact that, there were going to be people who said that they were going to kill uh, black people or brown people like myself, and stuff, now that, Donald Trump was elected and stuff. And I was very afraid and stuff like that. So I decided to use meditation as a tool to help me and stuff like that, to bring me peace and stuff like that, because nothing else was able to help me to do that. When I first started meditating, I had already set up a schedule for me to meditate. I decided that I was going to meditate on each of the seven chakras separately, for 7 minutes apiece and stuff. And every day I would do that. In total, I would meditate for 45 minutes. And then after that, I will be done with my meditation and stuff. So, I would basically go into a room, sit down, and or be in my living room alone, and I would close my eyes, and I would listen to meditation music or binaural beats for each of the chakras. At the time when I started, I would listen to the the binaural beats, um, depending on the chakra that I was working on and stuff. And the binaural beat in length was like an hour, but I only listened to like 7 minutes of it, with my eyes closed and being Indian style and stuff like that. And then after that, I would move on to the next one. Now, I knew 7 minutes would go by because I had a timer that I used on my phone and stuff to tell me when the 7 minutes went by and stuff. And then I'll move to the next chakra. I started off meditating on the first chakra, the root chakra, with root chakra binaural beat music. And then did that for 7 minutes. And then after that, I meditated on the sacral chakra for 7 minutes. Then I meditated on the solar plexus chakra. Then I moved on to meditating on the heart chakra. Then I moved on to meditating on the throat chakra, then the third eye chakra, and then the crown chakra. And each of the chakras I meditated on for 7 minutes apiece and stuff. And so every day I would meditate. Every day, Monday through Sunday, I would be meditating. I didn't skip any days and stuff. I had a schedule. And as I would meditate on the chakra, on the chart that I made, I would put an X in the box so that I know that I meditate on the chakra, so I can keep track of, uh, you know, which chakras I had meditated on, which ones that I didn't or hadn't meditated on for the day and stuff. So, I had a little plan worked out and stuff. Um, Now, I didn't really have a plan for meditation. I just kind of just meditated, and I didn't really have, I wasn't trying to um, manifest anything. I didn't say anything. I just listened to the music, just closed my eyes and stuff like that, and just tried to just, do what came natural, which was just being there and stuff. So that's what I did. Um, and, I had meditated for, I believe it was like a week or 2 weeks. And then I noticed that my anxiety about the new president and the world and how it was and stuff like that and stuff, and the being in the terrible environment, and the country being bad and everything like that. I noticed that my anxiety started to quell, and I was able to be at peace with what happened with the election last year and stuff. And I noticed that I was okay. Um, and I would say I believe it was like I'll say a week or 2 weeks. Um, I would say I was able to go outside, and just like I did before the election. And first I kind of went outside, kind of peeked out, um, and then I went to the store, and I noticed that people seemed to be fine. Everybody was fine. People seemed just like people. It didn't seem like the world was, coming to an end or anything like that because Donald Trump was elected or anything like that. And I noticed that I was still myself, and that people were still people. People were still doing the same things and stuff, and there were still nice people in the world. I mean, there were the people that were racist and didn't like, people like myself and other types of people. But I didn't see those people. I just saw, the normal everyday people that I saw that were, nice people and stuff like that and stuff. So that was something that was comforting and gave me hope. I was able to go and look on social media, like on my Facebook and stuff, and started looking at stuff about, what was going on politically and stuff like that, with reference to, um, you know, how things were coming out that Donald Trump was in office and stuff like that. And, I realized things were okay. I'm not going to say it was great. I did remember reading a article on Facebook about the fact that, um, it was something going on with the stock market where the stocks were down and stuff like that, and they were predicting something about it being a recession, and there was like a countdown to recession on like Market Watch or whatever. But a lot of you guys are probably not into watching stocks and all that stuff, or investments and everything. But I was okay. Um, I did know that some of the things that Donald Trump, had ran on, and some of the policies he ran on, I didn't know. I knew that was going to become a reality. With some of the things and stuff like that, a lot of people probably didn't know, but I was aware of the fact. I did look. I did look up some more of the policies that he had and stuff, whatever. I mean, I did it during the election, but I looked up some of the policies afterwards, and I was kind of like, what's going on and everything else. And I was kind of surprised that people still were okay with, these types of legislations and policies and stuff like that. But I'm not really a political person, and I'm not really here to talk much about politics or anything like that. Um, but I'm, just saying that, a few, like a few like a week or a couple weeks after meditating, I was able to get back to seeing the world as being a an okay place, and people was being okay and stuff like that or whatever. Now, one thing I will say that aided me in doing this was the fact that I did not watch TV. I did not watch TV at all. Um, and I didn't watch TV because of the fact that everywhere all over the news, there, election this and election that, and bad news this and bad news that. So I did not watch the news and stuff like that or whatever. And so I was kind of uncertain about the state of the world or what was going on and stuff like that. I was kind of uncertain about that. Um, I will tell you, my anxiety was pretty bad because I did not want to go outside, after Donald Trump was elected. I did not. When I found out he won, I did not want to go outside. I turned that TV off and I said, you know what? That's it. And turned it off, you know. And I did. I turned off the TV. I stopped watching the news um, and stuff. And I did. And I think that was something that helped me focus more on meditation because I didn't have any bad things in my consciousness or anything like that, which was helpful for me. I don't know how it's going to affect other people, but that's what happened for me, which was helpful and stuff. Um, so I think from that point, after I kind of realized that things were okay, the people were okay, and stuff like that, and the people are still doing the same regular things, and they're still nice people and stuff, or whatever, you know, I was, calm and stuff. Um, what else? After that point, I noticed that I started to discover things about myself, um, new things about myself, and I started to, um, I guess, turn inward and stuff. And I guess that was where I started to want to do work on myself, with reference um, to make my life better in some way and stuff. So that's what I was trying to do. Um, I'm trying to think if there was anything specific that I started working on. I guess I'll go ahead and share it. So I started to focus on let's see. I started focusing on my negativity and stuff like that, and I became curious about the fact of whether meditation would help me with dealing with negativity that both I had and both of what I was being bombarded with too and stuff. And I got curious about it and stuff like that. Um, and I started, I thought about it a lot, and I started working on it. But I will do another video about um, what I did with reference to meditation, with regard to the negativity in my next video. Um, but this video was basically about how meditation had helped me um, with dealing with the outcome of the election last year and stuff like that. I mean, I didn't change my diet or anything like that. I didn't do anything crazy or anything like that. Um, you know, and I just, during the time of coping, I really didn't do anything different other than just meditate and have time to myself and stuff or whatnot. Trying to think if there's anything else. But guys, that's really all I can think that I did. I mean, I was still me, but when you have anxiety like that and you're really scared and fearful, those emotions take over and stuff, and it was really real for me. I was really afraid for my life. I thought I was gonna die, you know. So it was really something, like, it was very real, and it was very scary to me and stuff like that. And for people who deal with, anxiety about any event or something like that, you know, if it's anything like what I felt, you know, after the election, then, I feel your pain, with reference to that. Um, and anxiety sucks to deal with. I mean, there's different types of anxiety out here. The people deal with and stuff like that. There are some small anxieties people have, and then sometimes it's really major, like what I was dealing with during that time and stuff like that. But I found meditation to be very helpful with me being able to cope and um, accept what had happened and to get back into normal flow of things and stuff like that. Um, People are probably going to ask me, well, did you talk to your family about how you felt about what happened? And my answer would be no, I did not talk to my family about it or anything like that. I think that, my mom was not on talking to my family about it. But the thing is if I did talk to, you know, friends or family, I didn't think that they would have an understanding about how I felt on the inside, about what had happened and stuff like that. I know there was a lot of people let down, but when you have emotions and feelings like that, bad feelings and stuff, it's tough for you to go and talk to people. And you may even go talk to people, but you still may not feel understood and able to find something that helps you cope. But meditation did help me to cope and stuff like that. Now, I said that I didn't watch TV, but I did have access to the internet. So I was able to, like, watch, stuff on the internet, like YouTube and different other stuff like that. So I was able to do that. So, I wasn't like living under a rock per se, and I did have a cell phone and stuff like that or whatever. So I didn't go into the woods and be alone and all that stuff. And I did have the support of my fiance too. So, he was there, and he was, I don't know if he had the emotions that I did about it, but I mean, there was a lot of people who were, kind of, some people were shocked, some people were surprised about the election um, turnout, last year. So, you know, um, yeah. So that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that this was helpful, and I will do another video about, like I said, about um, like me learning about the negativity both that I had inside and both that I was getting from outside of myself and stuff like that. I will go ahead and talk about that in an upcoming video, because this video is like uh, 18 minutes, and I don't want it to be like a 40-minute video. I just kind of want to give you guys a big, pace you guys through, me starting to, get on the path and progress through my, um, you know, spiritual awakening and stuff like that, if it makes sense. Now, I have not opened my third eye or anything like that or whatever, um, but I am working on getting towards that and stuff. But I am gaining more and more awareness and stuff like that. This, what I would say, when you've had a full spiritual awakening, would be when you have had either a kundalini awakening or your third eye is open, where you are aware of your past lives and you are able to start working with your psychic abilities and stuff like that or whatever. um trying to think if there's anything else. Um, Nothing else I can think of to say or whatever. But thank you guys for watching my video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you guys. Bye bye.